I go out in public, people freak out. They ask me for autographs, ask me to dance. I still got it. Hey, hey, hey.
I know you gonna dig this. Get funky with me. What's going on? How you doing today, everybody? Here I am at Forest Lawn, Hollywood Hills. I'm in a different section than I've been over to that area. Never been to this lawn. This lawn ahead of me, or the one behind me. You can see right there. That's the red church that's on the property. So I'm on the other side of it. A lot of celebrities are closer to that church and up on the hill near the Washington Monument and things like that. And I think this is called the Tribute Lawn, Garden of Tribute. Yeah, it's just weird. I've never been to this area before, really. I did a couple of videos from over there. There's a funeral going on right now too, but I'm pretty far away, so I can talk normally or at a regular volume. I would never, ever want to disrupt a cemetery, a funeral, so I'm always careful about that. But it is over, as they're all gathering by their cars, but you still want to give people some space. And yeah. Anyway, I'm here today doing a video about somebody I can't believe I've never covered his grave. And I can't believe I knew he was here. And I don't know how I missed it. And in one of my visits to Hollywood Hills, where I go to all the, bunch of graves, I've done that a few times. I'm here to visit, and I didn't actually grow up watching the show. I saw episodes in reruns, but I never really wasn't one of my regular rerun shows. But this guy's a massive part of pop culture, and everybody of a certain age could at least recognize or remembers him. Fred Rerun Barry from What's Happening. Who did he play? He played a rerun. Fred Rerun Barry. The beret, the dance, the little dance he would do. That I know. My friend Sean Clark, actually, for a 70-year-old man, Sean Clark, he can actually do that dance still. He just did it for me yesterday. I was like, whoa, you still got it, man. Hey Sean, what's up? He's not 70. Fred Rerun Barry. What an interesting life. What the TV show What's Happening, then he was on What's Happening again when before it was called a reboot. It was technically a reboot. Married 6 times to 4 different women. 6 times, 4 different women. Do that math. And legally changed his middle name to the character that he played on What's Happening. His character's name was Rerun. His middle name, he legally changed it to Rerun. Baller move. So I'm just gonna walk up the hill here. We should be right around here somewhere. I know it's got a picture of him on the grave. When I was looking to find a grave, I think this might be him with the flowers right here. No, it's not. It should be around here, but this always gives me a chance to tell you a little bit about the person I'm doing when I'm trying to find the grave. Like I've always said, when I see the grave, that's the first time I'm seeing it in person or other than a picture, and it's the first time you're seeing it on my channel, or if you've looked it up on pictures or Google Images before. But when I see it, it's the first time we're seeing it together. He grew up in St. Louis, born I think it was 1951. He was a very successful dancer and actor as a child. He was in an LA-based dance troupe that appeared on an episode of Saturday Night Live in its inaugural season. That was 1975. He was on SNL. He was also on Soul Train. And now Soul Train is a show I'm very familiar with because I used to watch the repeats, and I had the DVDs of Soul Train. And I love Soul Train. I love the dancing. I love watching. Not ironically either. I think it's just awesome. I've always loved the music, and I just love watching people dance, and it's awesome. And he would do the slow-mo as he would go down the line. You know, in the Soul Train, they had the line of everybody going down. They'd gather, split apart, and people would go down the line. But then he became famous as Freddie Rerun Stubbs on What's Happening. He was in his mid-20s, and it was originally written for a skinny white guy. And, well, Fred Bear was not a skinny white guy. He had a different kind of body type, and he's African-American. But they gave it to him. And the character was called Rerun because he continuously had to repeat summer school. If there's younger audiences, not only do they probably not have any clue who I'm talking about, they probably don't even know what a rerun is. Back in the day, you couldn't stream TV shows. You'd watch the season, and then in the summer, they would broadcast it again on the same network one more time, and that was called a rerun. They were rerunning it, and that was it. If you didn't see it in one of those 2 times, you didn't see it again for a long time. But that's what a rerun is. Now, of course, he had the trademark red beret and the suspenders. And when they did the What's Happening reboot, What's Happening Now, he was actually fired before the end of the first season because he asked for more money than the rest of the cast. The show only ran for about another season and a half, 2 seasons. I think it was like 1985 to 88. You can't have a What's Happening reboot without rerun. Without rerun, there's no What's Happening. So that's what happened. Walking down to the foot of the graves, and I'm going to be going up here at some point. It should be right around here, just a couple of rows up. Mr. Barry should be. You don't see him right yet. Should be right around here. I think Mr. Barry's going to be right over here. He struggled with drugs and alcohol throughout his life. And I'm going to read a quote on the phone here. I have right here. Let's see. I want to get the quote right. I was a millionaire by the time I was 29, but then the stress of success got to me. The fat jokes got to me.
I hate being fat.
And I got heavily into drugs and alcohol. And he said that he had been experimenting with drugs and alcohol since he was a teenager. And becoming more successful, he could afford more drugs. Apparently he attempted to take his own life 3 times, but later recovered and spent time visiting many churches. During the 1990s, he became a motivational speaker, a Baptist minister, and lost 100 pounds after being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Now, as I said, he was married 6 times to 4 different women. The first 2, he married twice each. Now, he had 3 children, and one of them is named after him, Fred Barry Jr., and he did legally change his middle name to Rerun. I believe his original middle name was Allen. He died here in Los Angeles at his home from complications of a stroke, and his death is listed as natural causes. Where's Mr. Barry? Oh, here we go. Ah, it's beautiful. The etching of him now. Now, right away, I'm looking. It's his beloved husband, father, grandfather, friend, dancer, actor, singer, and comedian, Fred Rerun Barry, March 19th, 1951 to October 21st, 2003. Now, one thing I was confused about is his middle name is in quotes. Now, if he legally changed his middle name to Rerun, why would it be in quotes? I found that odd when I was looking at the grave. And I wonder why the family did that. Because if he legally changed it, it would just be Fred Rerun Barry. Like, say, Willie Joyce Webster here. His middle name's not in quotes. Now, I get it. If he didn't have his name legally changed, you could put Rerun Barry because he was known as Rerun. He liked the, associated with the character. He didn't shy away from it. You see what I'm saying? It's just weird that it's in quotes. Rest in peace, Mr. Barry. interesting life. I'm glad I finally made it out here. That's a great picture. I have a feeling he would have been one of the coolest guys to hang out with. Probably full of stories, full of life, full of jokes, full of laughs. And I bet even up to the end he could probably still dance. Thanks for watching, everybody. The wind today is so strong, and I use an external mic and with a giant windsock on the camera, and it's still sometimes the wind here, especially around these hills, can be so strong. This is one of those days. It's also not just windy, but it's extremely hot. And if you told me it was 1,000 degrees, I'd say no, you're lying. It's hotter. It feels that hot, but it's gorgeous. It's beautiful, and I love coming out here. Yeah. Rest in peace, Fred. Rerun Barry. Rerun. And yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get out to visit him sooner. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Peace, and rest in peace to the person who they're saying goodbye to today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.